Hello there, and welcome to another episode of our Hogwarts Legacy Let's Play. My name is Slytherin Knight, and I am so happy you could join me. So in today's episode, I thought we take care of some side quests before we continue on with the main storyline, because I have a feeling this in the Shadow of the Mountains, that's going to take a bit. That's going to be not a fairly long one, but it's going to take a bit. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take on History of Magic class, because I am absolutely positive that'll take 5 minutes tops. It'll, be a cinematic that we go through. Other than that, there is a quest in Hogsmeade that is to find a special unicorn for someone. So we'll be tackling that as well. And if time permits, which we'll see, we might go into Phoenix Rising or the Shadow of Hope. Both of these I feel like are going to take a little bit, especially the Shadow of Hope. Or that could just be a conversation. We'll have to see. But anyway, like I said, if time permits. If not, we will start with the Shadow of Hope next time and go into Phoenix Rising. So, that is the plan. I hope you guys enjoy. As per usual, I took the liberty of getting fairly close to the quest. This is actually a very interesting hallway. It's called the Putrid.
Revelio.
There is a pungent passage. Excuse me.
Gets hung pride of place, and here's me in a stink. I should demand a reacting.
There is a field research guide in that room, just because.
If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you.
Rude. Just plain.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. What lovely stone. Oh, that's class.
That's funny. Okay. History of Magic, here we come. What fun. All right. I am actually just curious to see how this goes. So let's see.
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumphant tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effect it had on the wizard milling industry. Throughout the many goblin battles,
hilarious.
Countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
Wait, seriously?
And now for a stroll to the bell tower entrance hall. Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the late early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts. Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Eargit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
We know that name.
Did you say Bragball? I know that name. Lord Gok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin-wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day. Where were we? Oh yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby.
Okay, this is more than I thought it would be.
Curious students can find him on display here in the Bell Tower entrance hall. I recommend that all students introduce themselves to this hero of Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Okay, I was wondering.
Grimbold Weft was responsible for some of the most important work done in the Goblin Rebellion.
So it's further up.
Such as sewing buttons on witches and wizards.
This unassuming smudge is rumored to be the location of the very first successful use of Bombarda.
Oh,
I suppose successful is a relative term, since whoever cast it didn't live to tell the tale.
So where?
He never strays from the Bell Tower entrance hall.
Revelio.
So I need to go lower.
This Grimbold Weft sounds like a helpful fellow.
Oh, there we are. Okay.
Oh yes, I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir Aphbuttle. He's also nearby. See what you can learn from him for your next assignment.
Okay.
Standing in eternal but symbolic watch over the bell tower is a retinue of loyal knights, or rather,
Revelio.
statues of knights, I should clarify. Keen-eyed students will spot the statue of Sir
This is a
Aphbuttle,
centuries-old
cheerful
likeness of
countenance
Pangadon.
nestled among the ranks.
Fearless mouse hunter and devoted study companion. People have always loved their pets.
Won by
I find that
vanquishing
comforting.
foes in single combat.
Ah, right here. Yeah, I've walked by this a number of times. The one with the mustache I always thought was interesting. Huh. Okay, yeah. See, what I was gonna say before Ben started talking again is I've been missing 3 field guide pages, and I was wondering where I would get them. It makes sense that it would be in the History of Magic class, actually. So this is 2 now. I'm only missing 1. Huh.
One to make the waving statue's acquaintance.
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Aphbuttle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Aphbuttle's affability was his undoing. Died instantly trying to befriend a basilisk. Eye contact is not always to be encouraged. So beloved was he that even some goblins mourned his passing. Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins, most of whom could not abide mourning the loss of a wizard.
Interesting.
Pity goblins and wizards can't get along.
True, but imagine how dull my lectures would be without goblin rebellions to discuss.
Right.
History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns, a thought both comforting and disconcerting. The wise student, such as yourself, will learn from it.
Okay. Huh.
History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say.
These bits of broom are all that's left of a witch called Celine Wartnobby. Rumor has it, she was demonstrating her experimental lunar apparition charm. She was never seen again. Perhaps she succeeded. I suppose we'll never know.
So, like, apparating to the moon? Is that what they mean? Interesting. Alright, well, that was a little bit more informative, a little bit more involved than I thought it would be. I honestly thought it would just be a short lecture with maybe some quick time events like the one we had to stay awake. But we got 2 pages out of it, which is really nice. I like that. That means, like I said, I'm missing just... And I'll show you what I mean. I'm sure you all probably have an idea of what I'm talking about, but this. Revelio pages is what they call them. Hogsmeade is done. Hogwarts, as you can see, I'm missing 1. I might have to look up where this is. If it's quest related, then I'll leave it be. And then Highlands are done. So yeah, I'm literally just missing this one. So yeah, not too bad. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the unicorn. What is it called? The unique unicorn.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Again, I really do like Hogsmeade at winter. It's really nice.
I beg your pardon, but would you mind helping out an old woman?
Is everything all right?
Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you for asking. I'm Betty. Betty Bugbrook. And no, everything is not all right. It's my dear friend Hazel. Oh, she's in trouble.
Hazel?
Yes. Oh, she's a unicorn. Known her for years. She doesn't like to leave the forest, so I visit her once a week to brush out her mane and bring her some treats. Her coat is glorious. Well, the last time I saw her, we were violently attacked by a pack of wolves. Hazel, loyal friend that she is, leapt in front to protect me, and in the process, I fear she may have been injured.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I want to help her, but she seems to have gone into hiding. Out of fear, I'd imagine. I know you Hogwarts students learn a fair bit about caring for beasts. Perhaps you could find my unicorn friend and get her somewhere safe so that she can heal.
Yeah, easy done.
How did you become so close with the unicorn?
It was luck, truly. I came across her when she was a little golden foal. Didn't even have a horn yet. Oh, she trusted me straight away. We'd play together for hours. Oh, I do hope she'll be all right. Unicorn hair is a valuable wand core, and I suppose losing a hair or 2 mightn't hurt her. But I'm terrified those poachers will want her for her blood, to keep themselves alive. And that is more than I can bear to think of.
It's a valid concern.
I'll keep an eye out for your unicorn friend and take her to safety if I see her.
Oh, you've a good soul. I can always tell. Please, don't risk your own safety, though. I don't know precisely where she is, but I can tell you that her den is north of Hogsmeade. And although I haven't been able to brush her lately, I imagine she still has the brightest, most beautiful coat of her entire herd.
Alright, let's go find a unicorn.
Remember, you'll know her by her brilliant coat.
Oh,
And be
sorry,
warned,
kids.
She's a stubborn girl. She may need some help.
I need to look for a unicorn with a beautifully bright coat. It sounds as if she's in trouble.
Alright, where are you on the map? Okay, so you are actually, yeah, in the Forbidden Forest. At the unicorn, so she'll be at the unicorn den. Okay. It's kind of what I figured. It's kind of what I figured they would be.
What are you up to now?
And go in the wrong direction. Let's see if I can get down there. There we go. I want to try and get down there without getting too close to scare them off, you know what I mean?
Hazel must be here somewhere. Flipendo!
I hear one.
Revelio. Come on, Hazel.
Makes it easier, you know what I mean? There are two here. So obviously one of them is Hazel. At least I thought there were two.
Arrest them. I can take Hazel back to a vivarium now. I should let Madame Bugbrook know she's safe.
I already have enough unicorns, so unfortunately Hazel will most likely just stay in my inventory. Because I already have two.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
My mother's grave, the statue near Irondale looks different than before.
Give it a second to...
Did you find my pointy pony?
Madame Bugbrook, I found your unicorn friend Hazel.
Oh, what a relief! Is she all right? Are you all right? Do you have a safe place for her to stay?
We're both fine. And I have a safe place for her at Hogwarts.
You've a kind heart, you do. I'm relieved and thankful that you'll take care of her. I shall miss my sweet pointy pony, but I know she's safer away from the poachers. Do give her a nice brushing for me, won't you?
Maybe.
Take good care of Hazel now.
Why? We got a wooden maiden for that. Very, very strange. Okay, well, that didn't quite take as long as I thought it would. We're at 17, almost 18 minutes. Let's see. Shadow of Hope meets Passion and Outside of... Let's go ahead and do this. Because I think because the last one we did actually had some action in it, this one might just be a conversation. So that shouldn't take too long at all. So let's go ahead and do this one. But I think that might, after we finish this, whatever pops up, you know, whatever it is, it might take up the rest of our time. But
It's
we'll
like
see.
a place right out of a storybook.
Like I said, we'll see.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
That's the whole point, Sebastian. He doesn't want you anywhere near them anymore.
Sebastian, don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now. Of course. I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time. Time? For what? I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
Huh, that's interesting. But why, I guess, location specific? I mean, to me, this is more complicated.
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky. It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. Anne will only give this a chance if he's on board. And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled. Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us. Do you think your uncle would tell anyone at the Ministry about all of this if he found out? If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the Ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse in a fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm not sure he'd go to the Ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
It's interesting. That's an interesting thought.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again. I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl.
Well.
See you soon.
Well, I'm glad knowing I was right. That it was just a conversation, so that's nice to know. It's kind of interesting as you go through these, because when this main thing pops up, he says, "I'm sorry." You know, he's like, "I'm sorry I reacted the way I did to your goblin friend." But when we go into that one, he's like, I haven't forgotten about your goblin friend." So it makes me think that, like, you're definitely supposed to be doing, like, in order of, like, timeline chronology, doing the relationship quests before you continue on with the main quest. That's my assumption. That's how I understand it, at least. Well, darn. I know for a fact Phoenix Rising is going to take a little bit of time. This quest here is going to take a little bit. So I think what we're going to do is we'll start with this in the next episode. I know, shorter episode than usual, we're about, what, 22 minutes instead of 30, but can't really be helped. I don't want to go too far over, you know what I mean? But anyway, in the next episode, we'll be going into Phoenix Rising, which I highly believe we'll be getting a Phoenix for, which will be awesome. A Phoenix for our Vivarium, which will be awesome. But yeah. So, if you're excited for that, leave a like on this video, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated on when I post new content. And let me know your thoughts about the episode in the comment section down below. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time.